What if I told you that some quirky habits you thought were just weird might actually be signs of a genius mind? Stick around, because we're counting down 10 surprising ways your brain might be smarter than you think. Have you ever surveyed your desk and felt a twinge of guilt? The leaning tower of books, the graveyard of coffee mugs, the scattered pens. Society often tells us that a clean space equals a clean mind, that order and tidiness are the hallmarks of productivity. We're taught that to be efficient, we must be organized. But what if that conventional wisdom is missing a crucial piece of the puzzle? What if the chaos you're lamenting is a sign that your brain is operating at its peak creative capacity, firing on all cylinders in a symphony of innovation? You'd be in brilliant company. Consider Albert Einstein, whose desk was a legendary maelstrom of papers. When confronted with his workspace, he famously retorted, "If a cluttered desk is a sign of a cluttered mind, of what then is an empty desk a sign?" He understood his environment was a physical manifestation of a mind teeming with interconnected ideas. He wasn't alone. Mark Twain, the master of American literature, and Steve Jobs, the visionary who redefined technology, both thrived in environments that could be described as chaotic. For these titans of thought, a messy desk wasn't a problem. It was a sandbox for the mind. This isn't just anecdotal evidence. Scientific research backs up the creative power of clutter. A study from the University of Minnesota placed participants in two rooms, one tidy, the other messy. When asked to brainstorm new uses for ping-pong balls, the results were striking. While both groups generated a similar number of ideas, the ideas from the messy room participants were rated as significantly more creative. The researchers concluded that disorderly environments seem to inspire a departure from convention, encouraging fresh insights. Your brain, when surrounded by randomness, is nudged to make unusual connections it might otherwise miss. A stapler next to a book about dolphins? A forgotten souvenir next to a technical manual? Your brain doesn't see clutter. It sees a collage of unrelated inputs, a fertile ground from which a novel idea might spring. Of course, there's a time and place for order. A neat environment can be calming and help with focused, linear tasks. It's about finding a balance. But when the goal is originality, a bit of chaos might be your greatest ally. It's a visual representation of your brain externalizing its workload, leaving physical reminders of ongoing projects and half-formed thoughts out in the open, where they can cross-pollinate. So, the next time you look at your desk, don't see a failure of organization. See a dynamic workspace, a physical manifestation of your brain prioritizing innovation over tidiness. Your mess isn't a sign of a cluttered mind, it's the signature of a creative one at work. Have you ever been the only one in the room to laugh at a joke that tiptoed a little too close to the edge? That moment of shared silence, followed by your solitary chuckle, doesn't automatically brand you as cruel or morbid. In fact, it might be a sign that your brain is firing on all cylinders, performing some seriously impressive mental gymnastics. Dark humor, by its very nature, wades into uncomfortable waters, tackling taboo subjects, tragedy, and the general bleakness of the human condition. To find the humor buried within, your mind has to be incredibly agile. It's not about being insensitive, it's about cognitive flexibility. Understanding a dark joke requires you to simultaneously hold two conflicting ideas in your head: the grim reality of the subject matter and the absurd, playful twist that makes it funny. This process, known as incongruity resolution, is a high-level cognitive task. Your brain must first process the literal, often shocking, surface layer. Then, it has to detach emotionally, step back, and search for the hidden, ironic meaning. It's a delicate dance between abstract reasoning and emotional regulation, allowing you to appreciate the clever construction of the joke without being overwhelmed by its dark premise. This isn't just speculation. it's backed by science. A landmark 2017 study published in the journal explored this very connection. Researchers found that individuals who best understood and appreciated dark humor scored significantly higher on tests for both verbal and nonverbal intelligence. What's more, these same individuals reported lower levels of aggression and were generally in better moods. This powerfully refutes the old stereotype that a taste for the macabre is linked to a negative or hostile personality. Instead, it suggests that the ability to process dark humor is a sign of a healthy, well-adjusted, and highly capable mind. Your brain is essentially moonlighting as a stand-up comedian. It takes a tragic or unsettling setup, dissects its components, and then masterfully delivers a punchline by reframing it in a surprising and non-threatening way. This entire sequence is a complex cognitive ballet. The first step is processing the grim setup. The second is a rapid search for a playful alternative. The final, crucial step is managing your own emotional response to find the humor. So, the next time you let out a laugh at a joke that makes others squirm, give yourself a little credit. It's not a character flaw. It's your brain showcasing its intelligence, emotional maturity, and brilliant sense of timing, all in one swift, sophisticated performance. Overthinking isn't always bad. Research links mild anxiety to higher intelligence. Why? Smart brains imagine multiple future scenarios, including the scary ones. This ability to anticipate threats is evolutionarily useful. Your brain is calculating, analyzing, and preparing, so that inner worrier might actually be your inner genius. Just remember, severe anxiety isn't part of the fun. Seek help if it overwhelms you. Picture this. You're in a long, important meeting or a dense lecture. Your attention starts to drift, and you instinctively pick up a pen and start scribbling in the margins of your notes. To your boss or professor, it might look like you've completely checked out, lost in a world of swirls and squiggles. It's often seen as a sign of disrespect or, at best, a wandering mind. But what if this seemingly mindless activity was actually the key to staying locked in? What if doodling wasn't a distraction, but a powerful tool for concentration? Counterintuitive as it sounds, science backs this up. When we're bored, our brain's default mode network kicks in, leading to full-blown daydreaming. This is when you completely lose the thread of the conversation. Doodling acts as a preventative measure. It's a simple, low-demand task that provides just enough cognitive engagement to keep this default network from taking over, without consuming the mental resources you need to listen and learn. It's like giving a restless toddler a quiet toy. It keeps them happily occupied so they don't run wild, allowing the important stuff to sink in. In a landmark study, psychologist Jackie Andrade discovered that participants who were asked to doodle while listening to a boring, monotonous phone message were able to recall 29% more information afterward than those who just sat and listened. The act of scribbling wasn't a distraction. It was an anchor, keeping their minds from drifting away entirely. So, the next time you find your hand sketching shapes during a presentation, don't feel guilty. Your brain isn't slacking. It's strategically engaging its resources, actively absorbing information, and making subconscious connections that you might otherwise miss. Society praises morning people, but night owls might have a cognitive edge. Studies show evening types are often more independent, creative, and non-conforming. Night owls give quiet, distraction-free space for deep thinking. Many poets, artists, and inventors thrived while the rest of the world slept. Being a night owl isn't laziness. It's a unique brain rhythm that encourages creativity and independent thought. Talking to yourself isn't weird. It's your brain coaching itself. Goal-directed self-talk helps you strategize, learn faster, and manage emotions. Your inner voice can motivate, plan, and even act as a personal tutor. Highly intelligent people use self-talk to guide actions and reframe challenges. It's not random chatter. It's active brain optimization. Being lazy can be smart. Strategic laziness is about finding efficient solutions. Bill Gates said he chooses a lazy person for a hard job because they'll find the easiest way to do it. Science confirms that big thinkers conserve energy, often automating or streamlining tasks. Next time someone calls you lazy, tell them your brain is just optimizing for genius-level efficiency. Smart rebels see problems others accept blindly. Ignaz Semmelweis challenged medical norms in the 1840s by insisting on hand washing, cutting death rates by 90%, yet he was ridiculed. Questioning norms means your brain is actively analyzing, spotting patterns, and imagining better solutions. Innovation rarely comes from following the crowd. It comes from asking, what if? Your brain is a detective. Pattern recognition is a superpower that lets you decode hidden connections. You hear 3 notes and know the song. You spot lies, predict emotions, and solve new problems. This ability helped our ancestors survive and fuels intelligence today. If you constantly connect random topics or have gut feelings that turn out right, that's your pattern-spotting genius at work. From messy desks to night owl habits, your brain shows intelligence in ways society often misses. So embrace your quirks. They might just be genius in disguise. If you enjoyed this, hit subscribe and discover more ways your mind might be secretly amazing.